911, 911. There been a robbery.
Hey, what's up, Billy? There's been a robbery. Okay, hold on. One second, one second. Okay, and his code name is what? Rico. Okay, we got it. Okay, so it wasn't even 5 minutes ago? Okay, oh, I think I see him. I'm gonna go get him. I'm in pursuit. I'm in pursuit!
The only way I will lose them is with evasive maneuvers, like a secant function. Let's get down to business, boys. Okay.
Reciprocal trig functions are reciprocals of trig functions. And you may be asking, what the heck is a trig function? Well, let me tell you. For example, cosine is the x value of a certain point on the unit circle, which is just a circle with the unit and the radius of 1. So it traces along y and x. Cosine just traces the x value. So as it goes around the circle, it cycles like this, just like on this graph. And as you can see, it's very pretty. And so when reciprocal functions come along, it's when you put 1 over the cosine of x. And that makes it change because the cosine of x can equal 0 at some places. So it puts in a lot of asymptotes and it changes the look of the graph completely. So my partner Rico is just going to graph what it looks like. And we'll have it right up in a jiffy.
And we're back. So that blue one right there you see is a cosine function. And then the red is a secant function. So you see that top part of the crest of the wave, basically, that becomes the bottom of the secant function. When it was cosine, that is the top of it. So then basically you get rid of the sine, or the cosine, and then you just have the secant function, which is just upwards from where the high point or low points are. So then you just get the red part. We're back. And so we're going to come at you with some more reciprocal trig functions like cotangent and cosecant. So we already went over secant, which correlates with cosine, of course, and then sine correlates with cosecant. So cosecant is basically the same thing, which has the wave, but the wave goes through the origin instead of going over it like cosine. And then you just draw the lines on top of them, which changes the points, and then you erase the sine function. And then you have the cotangent and the tangent. Tangent's the one that's not a reciprocal. Tangent has the one over tangent. So then, how Rico got away from the cops was from using a secant function instead of the basic the cosine function, which effectively went down the road going like this, switching off each side of the road, while the cops just stayed in the middle, just going back and forth. Sick. Those functions made me lose those fools. Let's go rob this house.
Aw, man, I think we lost him. I'll keep looking though. Oh, I think I see his car right here at this house. Garage door's open, that's weird. We can go take a look. Oh my god!